So you can see it.
This is fire. It's beautiful. That's so cool. Wow. Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another vlog time video. Today we're doing something pretty interesting. We're going to go on a hike, but the place we're hiking is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff to see on the way up there. And up there, if you can see it, there's a cell tower. That is where we're going. And the journey to get to that is quite an interesting one. So let's get started. And walking up over here, you can see the little mountain Fairfield Island area. This is like the map, and it pretty much has not only the map of kind of the trail here, but also just the map of this area of Fairfield Island. So really, really cool. And then as we walk over here, you can see there's a little bridge there, and down here there is an area which in the summer, a lot of this is the summer activities, right? But in the summer I've seen people launch kayaks off of here, so that's really cool. And also in the summer, a lot of the teenagers and young adults will come over here to this bridge and they'll be seen fishing off of the bridge here into this river. Wow. All right, here we are at the base of the mountain here. It's really, really cool. So you walk up here, and this is the trail that leads into the mountain. Really, really cool. There's actually something that's even cooler. It's gonna take us a little bit to get up there. All right, here's the cool part. So, because there are houses to our left, they decided to put a wall. And I actually think this is really cool. I like this. So the wall keeps going on this side of the mountain to give people their privacy. So, you know, they don't have to look at you walking by their house at all hours of the day and night. And of course, they can have their privacy. So, as you can see, the wall ends over here because then we're out of the view of the people that live in the residential area below us. So that's really cool. And as you walk here, you can see really nice stone mountains with moss and trees. It looks really cool. Actually very like dinosaur-like. Like you got ferns there. This feels very much like some sort of like dinosaur type jungle that you might encounter a velociraptor or T-Rex in. Really, really cool. And then as we keep going here, you can see some graffiti on the wall here. So we'll go and take a look at that. You can see it right there. And I know there's going to be people that are going to say like, oh, the damn hooligans. They're up here messing with nature. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of cool. Got this big, huge stone wall. And then there's the graffiti. And then over here, this is really cool. There is natural water flow that comes down the side of the mountain. Really, really cool. Gives you like an almost mystical vibe. But yeah. ghost. Ooh. There's some more graffiti up here. It says, "Go eat," on some more stone and moss-covered natural walls with some more of those prehistoric-looking ferns. Up here, there's actually some staircases. Unfortunately, they are not natural. They were created by, I don't know, the trail people, the Chilliwack City people. I have no idea. But you can see there is some stone stairs, and there are quite a bit of them throughout the trail going up the side of the mountain, I guess to make the trek easier. So here's some stairs, and up there you can see some more of them. Wow. We're in the kind of middle-ish section. So up here, there'll actually be quite a nice view of the side of the mountain. I'm gonna put the camera down. There's somebody coming. I don't want to film them without their permission. Wow, you can see all of Fairfield. Hello, that's okay. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
It is indeed. Walking up here, there's actually another lookout point. They have put a fence up for people that are, and to say it bluntly, the big sad. Either that or people that are the big sad looking to end it all, or just so people don't slip and fall. Things like that, right? But it offers another really good view of Fairfield Island. Looks absolutely amazing. Wow. Wow. That's home somewhere down there. And then we're almost at the radio and cell tower. But as you can see, there is an area where you can stop and have some picnics and enjoy the forest. Really, really cool. There's a table right there.
Boo-boo! I think it's time I introduce myself to that picnic basket.
All right, here we are. Prepare yourselves to be blinded by sunlight. Wow! Oh, shit. Okay. Recovering from a cold here. Anyway, there is the radio and or cell tower right there. And then you got some jugs here. Looks like water. So yeah, there is another entrance over there so we can get a closer look at the cell tower. We're not going to go in there just because it's private property, but it'll give us a better look at this bad boy. So I'm going to walk around here so we can take a gander. Down there is an entrance to a residential area up here in Little Mountain, which is pretty cool. And then here is the clock tower. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right, there was somebody working on the tower, so I am not going to bother them. But there is a better view when you walk down over there to see the tower. But there's somebody working on the tower, so I'm going to leave them alone. And we'll head over to the 200, which is a big set of stairs that goes up the side of this mountain. All right, after a few more stairs, we finally arrived at more stairs.
So many stairs!
This is the 200. It is a bunch of stairs that go up the side of Little Mountain, of course. And it's called the 200 because of all the stairs. That's what the locals call it anyway. And here's the information. All right, here we are. First steps onto the 200 here. And you can see a huge chunk of Chilliwack. And I believe there are two views. There is the view of Chilliwack, which you can see almost the entirety of. And then I believe the second view is of the farmland, which is quite nice as well. And here is the second view, first view, depending on how you're coming up or down. But there's a bunch of farmland. Just really nice.